Anya Folger, the spark that gives life to this work, a little girl who spills tenderness, a lover of peanuts and with the dream of having a loving family. A very funny and cheerful-looking little girl. But behind that appearance hides a dark and painful past. What's up, guys? I'm Mr. Botaku and let's talk about Anya Folger, the mini chihuahua of Spy X Family. Anya was born in somewhat murky circumstances. There are really no records of her origin. Apparently her biological parents are deceased, and according to her documentation, which is false, she is 6 years old, although it seems her real biological age is 4 years old. Only that she was born and raised in a laboratory of an unknown scientific organization, where she was named 007 test subject. Get it? The anime is about spies and makes reference to the most legendary work of spies. As you can imagine, in that context was not having a common childhood. In the laboratories, Anya was the subject of various experiments. Apparently due to such experiments, Anya gained telepathic abilities. The scientists treated her very strictly. She was not allowed to play and was forced to learn to use her powers, ostensibly for the sake of world peace. Because she was not treated decently, Anya ended up running away from the place. She wandered the streets until she ended up in an orphanage, then another, and then another, moving from institution to institution. She was looking to fulfill her dream, to have someone to take care of her and give her love. So she was given to an orphanage of little prestige and lacking in ethics, where they practically gave the children away. In that institution, Anya was adopted and returned 4 times. Anya Williams, Anya Levski, Anya Roche, Anya Klein were her various failed families. Until one day, Lloyd, a serious and handsome guy, came asking for the smartest kid in the place. The guy was a secret agent whose mission required him to start a family, so he needed a smart kid who could get into a specific school. That's how Lloyd met and adopted Anya. Now the little girl would be named Anya Folger. At first, Lloyd saw Anya as a totally replaceable tool and was willing to give Anya up to any institution to be adopted by another family. However, after rescuing her from kidnappers, Anya begins to see him as a father figure and chooses to stay with him despite being offered to go to a better orphanage. And despite Lloyd's initial perception, he eventually comes to genuinely care about her. Anya hides her telepathic abilities from Lloyd because she is afraid of being abandoned by him. Despite everything and her constant mental conflicts, when she hears her stepfather's thoughts, Anya decides to accompany him, determined to help him on his spy mission. Able to read the minds of other people and animals, her ability is represented as small sparks around her head. However, she is sensitive to being in large crowds, as she feels overwhelmed and dizzy from too many thoughts, to the point of nosebleeds. Anya finds it difficult to understand complicated minds, such as Lloyd's, which she constantly misunderstands, giving us very shitty moments. On numerous occasions, Anya is shown to have remarkable street smarts, which saves Lloyd from potential death by using her wit and quick thinking skills. She eventually receives self-defense training, becoming a mini chihuahua capable of delivering some good punches. Despite all of the above, Anya is deficient in a variety of skills, including studying, drawing, sports, and music. She often scores in the single digits for her exams and resorts to her telepathic abilities to get through classes and exams, refusing to study unless under Lloyd's strict supervision and during her eclipsing. But what the fuck is this eclipsing? It turns out and highlights that during the new moon that occurs once a month, Anya's telepathic abilities are temporarily non-functional. This phenomenon was coined with the term eclipsing by the scientists at the old lab. Anya's favorite things include her doll, who she names Chimera, peanuts, spy cartoons, silence guns, bombs, castles, penguins, her uniform, plus Lloyd, and Becky, who have become her twisted family that she loves. And well, this would be Anya Folger, the spark that gives life to Spy X Family, a character that has also been a point for several criticisms and cancellations. From sexualizing the character to racial criticism. Just to give something to talk about, Anya has done it. But tell me in the comments what you think, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel and see you in a future video. Bye.